Your dog just froze mid-bite, mid-step, and mid-breath because you said one specific word.
In under a second, something shifted deep inside their brain, but not from the sound alone. They froze because they fully understood exactly what that specific word means for them.
Scientists now say that most owners use the final word on this list completely wrong.
Using it incorrectly may be silently unraveling the trust your dog has built in you for years. You absolutely need to hear this scientific truth before you ever say that word again.
Welcome to Vital Buddy, the place where we dive deep into your dog's brilliant mind.
We help you understand your furry best friend better than you ever thought possible.
If you haven't subscribed to Vital Buddy yet, make sure to do it right now. You definitely do not want to miss the mind-blowing secrets coming up in this video. Picture this common scenario. You are sitting all the way across the living room. Your dog is curled up on the couch, seemingly half asleep and ignoring the world. You say their name just once, very quietly, and their head lifts up immediately. Buddy!
Their ears instantly shift forward, and their eyes lock directly onto your face. You did not shout at them, and you did not shake a noisy treat bag.
You simply said their name, and you instantly captured their full, undivided attention. That immediate response is not just luck or a random coincidence of the moment.
It is the direct result of a deeply wired, powerful cognitive process in dogs.
Scientists have spent many years trying to fully understand how this process works. For a long time, animal cognition researchers fiercely debated how dogs process human language. They wondered if dogs were actually processing the specific words and sound patterns.
Or were they simply reacting to your tone, context, and familiar vocal music?
The fascinating answer, as it turns out, is that dogs actually do both. The remarkable research emerging over the last decade is nothing short of extraordinary. Brain researchers in Budapest used advanced MRI technology to study awake, cooperative dogs. They scanned exactly what happens inside a dog's brain when a human speaks.
What they discovered completely stunned the global scientific community and dog lovers alike. Dogs actually process vocabulary, words, and vocal intonation separately in their brains.
Remarkably, they do this using the exact same brain hemispheres that humans do. The left side of the canine brain handles the actual meaning of words.
Meanwhile, the right side of their brain processes the tone and emotion. When both sides combine, like when you say their name warmly, magic happens.
The reward center of your dog's brain instantly lights up like a firework.
But here is where the canine research gets even more interesting for owners. Dogs do not just react to any random sound that resembles their name.
A breakthrough study published in Animal Cognition looked closely at this specific ability. Researchers found that dogs can easily pick their own name out of background speech.
They can detect it within a continuous, monotone stream of completely irrelevant words.
Even when buried in a sentence with zero emotion, they spot it instantly. Their brains are actively filtering your speech in real time, looking for signals. They are constantly scanning for the one specific sound that means you want them.
Think about what that truly means for your daily life with your pet.
While you are on a phone call or talking to someone else, they listen. While the television is playing, your dog is passively processing every single sound. The exact moment their name surfaces in that noise, their brain fully wakes up.
So why does your dog sometimes completely ignore you when you call them? This is where canine behavior gets truly fascinating and highly sophisticated for us.
Dogs learn the meaning of their name through the power of basic association. Every single time you said their name and something good followed, they remembered. Things like delicious food, a long walk, belly rubs, and fun playtime counted. Their brain quietly logged those positive experiences into a mental bank account.
But every time their name led to something unpleasant, it was logged too.
Things like an unwelcome bath, scary nail trims, or being scolded were recorded. Over hundreds of repetitions, your dog has built a complex internal ledger. This ledger predicts exactly what your voice calling their name tends to mean. This occasional ignoring is not stubbornness. It is actually highly intelligent math. Okay, buddy.
Your dog isn't broken when they do not immediately come running to you.
They are actively calculating if the expected outcome is worth their physical effort. If their memory says the result is usually positive, they will gladly come. If the answer is that it leads to restriction, they will naturally hesitate. Renowned canine researcher Stanley Coren describes dogs as having impressive mental abilities. He states that their intelligence is roughly on par with a human toddler. That means an animal hearing its name is not just reacting like a machine. It is making a conscious decision based entirely on past personal experience. Here is a fact that might genuinely change how you interact from today forward. Have you ever called your dog's name repeatedly when they were ignoring you? Buddy, 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 buddy. With each repeated call, your voice probably got slightly more frustrated and loud. You were not actually reinforcing their name. You were training them to ignore it. In canine cognition, each unanswered call with no consequence teaches a clear lesson.
It teaches the dog that ignoring your voice is a perfectly acceptable option.
The dogs that respond most reliably have owners who make the name valuable. They ensure that saying the name leads to something great every single time.
To those lucky dogs, their name means an awesome reward is absolutely guaranteed.
That positive prediction has never let them down in their entire lives.
If you realize your dog's name has lost power, please do not worry.
This common behavioral issue is completely fixable with a little time and patience.
By the end of this video, you will know how to fix it.
But first, let us look at a word people use wrong every day. Let us talk about the word no and what it actually does.
Your dog is about to steal a tasty snack off the kitchen counter.
You see it happening in slow motion, and you react completely on instinct. The word comes out firm, loud, and instant, and they suddenly freeze. They look at you guiltily, and they might even slowly slink away.
It looks like the word works perfectly to stop the bad behavior. The real scientific answer is both yes and no, and here is why.
The difference between those two answers is incredibly important for every dog owner.
Dogs absolutely learn what the word no predicts over many repeated occurrences.
Research comparing dogs to human infants shows they respond to sharp sounds similarly. The infant and canine brains instantly detect an abrupt, clipped shift in sound. This sudden change in your voice triggers an involuntary behavioral interruption response. The current behavior pauses completely, and their attention redirects to the sound.
But stopping a behavior is not the same as understanding a human rule.
Your dog stopping does not mean they understand why they shouldn't do it.
They just know that when that sharp sound happens, bad things follow.
The unwanted behavior is temporarily suppressed, but it is not successfully replaced.
This is where the science gets a bit uncomfortable for many owners.
A major study examined 92 companion dogs across different training styles. They found that dogs who heard frequent harsh corrections showed much higher stress.
These dogs displayed anxious behaviors like frequent lip licking and out-of-context yawning. They also showed lowered body postures and actively avoided direct eye contact. In cognitive tests, these highly corrected dogs trended toward a pessimistic mindset.
Dogs who hear no too often start associating you with pure stress. They do not connect the stress to their actual bad behavior at all.
Research shows that frequent harsh tones actually cause poorer long-term learning results. Instead of learning discipline, the dogs were simply learning human unpredictability.
Unpredictability is one of the most anxiety-producing experiences an animal can face.
When no is overused, a frustrating and repetitive pattern quickly emerges. The dog stops for a moment, but no alternative behavior is given. 30 seconds later, the exact same unwanted behavior surfaces all over again.
You say no again, and the stressful cycle continues to repeat itself.
Over months, the correction loses impact and becomes ignored background noise.
Simultaneously, your beloved dog is becoming much more anxious around your presence.
Successful owners use corrections very sparingly and always keep a neutral tone. They say it calmly once, and then they immediately offer a redirection.
They tell the dog what to do instead, like going to bed.
This positive sequence builds a healthy neural pathway toward the desired outcome. Your dog does not need a louder voice. They just need clarity.
Now, let us look at a word that reveals their deep attention. This next word on our list is going to completely surprise you. Have you ever whispered the word walk and seen your dog explode? Suddenly, your dog is spinning in happy circles by the front door.
They get incredibly excited before you even touch your walking shoes.
You haven't grabbed the leash, but they know exactly what is happening.
Many owners have to spell out the letters just to talk normally. This is a beautiful demonstration of how a dog's brain builds chains.
It shows the profound depth of vocabulary they develop without formal lessons.
This intense excitement is driven by a process called classical conditioning. The brain learns that a specific auditory signal predicts a great outcome.
Eventually, the word alone is enough to trigger a massive physical response.
A fascinating study showed dogs understand words independent of human body language.
They responded to recorded words, proving the sound itself carries the meaning.
This landmark finding proved dogs aren't just reading our physical movements.
A massive UK study surveyed thousands of owners about high-value words. They measured canine heart rates and found real physiological spikes to walk.
The dog's body was physically preparing for the upcoming outdoor adventure. The joy and anticipation they feel is completely real and biochemically measurable.
Your dog has also learned the entire chain of events surrounding walk.
They know the sound of the closet door and your specific footsteps.
They are constantly building a complete predictive model of your daily schedule. Here is a fun test you can easily run at home today.
Yep.
It's a quick and simple way to check in with your well-being.
Yeah.
Pay attention because it's super easy to follow along. Go to a separate room and say a family member's name.
If your dog looks for them, they know that person's identity.
They learn human names through pure background exposure and tracking daily patterns. This brings us to the final, most critical word, the word come.
Of all human words, come carries the most emotional weight by far. When a dog chooses to run to you, it represents deep connection.
A recent study found that familiar words activate mental images in dogs.
The word come creates an active mental representation of safety and closeness. When praise matches a warm tone, their reward centers activate maximally. If your recall is poisoned by frustration, the dog will naturally hesitate.
You must make come the most positive word in their life.
Every single time they come to you, reward them with pure joy. When a dog runs to you happily, that is trust, not obedience.
Your dog has been listening closely to your voice this whole time.
Now you finally know exactly what they have been hearing from you. If this video changed your perspective, please share it with a friend. Make sure to subscribe to Vital Buddy for more amazing dog insights. We have so much more to share about your dog's mind.
Thank you for watching and supporting our channel here at Vital Buddy. We will see you next time for more incredible canine discoveries.